Dungeons, dirt, and dragons? Not exactly. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK Top 5 Myths. In today's installment, we'll be counting down the top 5 myths about the Middle Ages.
The Bridge of Death which leads to the Grail?
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be dissecting the most common social and cultural misconceptions about this period of European history, which began with the fall of the Roman Empire in 476 CE and lasted until the birth of the Renaissance period in the 14th century. Myth number 5, everyone was filthy. A private bath may have been a rare luxury, but the concept of bathing was not.
Take a bath.
We know this thanks to the constant mention of bathing practices found in the literature of the time, including Beowulf, the Decameron, and the Canterbury Tales. Further evidence can be found in the fact that soap was produced in many small towns and cities during the Middle Ages. Basins of warm water in the home and public bathhouses were two popular ways of getting clean. Some doctors and clergy members, however, warned against excessive bathing for reasons of health or morality, as bathhouses were often hotbeds for prostitution.
What did I buy you for?
Their opposition may have actually contributed to the perpetuation of this particularly odorous myth. Myth number 4, women in the Middle Ages had no rights.
And do you, Marion of the House of Dubois, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
Yes, of course she does.
The role of women during the Middle Ages was significantly more diverse than many might believe. Indeed, they could not only inherit, buy and sell property or run a business, but also held positions of political power. Some of these positions included those of queen, regent or abbess, the latter of which oversaw the daily business of nuns within a convent. A ruling abbess outranked male monks within an intergender monastery. Although most women were destined to become wives, their lives did not begin and end with the life of their husband. Widows were acknowledged as legal independents and could, as a result, oversee a significant amount of land and power after the death of their spouses. Myth number 3, scientists were burned at the stake. The culprit behind this myth is the conflict thesis, a theory that religion and science are inherently at odds. Although Galileo was famously put on trial by the Roman Catholic Church in 1633 for his support of heliocentrism, that situation had more to do with political issues than a debate of science versus church. In reality, the church did very little to suppress scientific thought in the Middle Ages, with 0 reported instances of scientists being burned at the stake during the time. In fact, many major scientific minds of the Middle Ages were actually connected to the church. Later, leading clergymen went so far as to deem the pagan knowledge of Roman and Greek science as a gift from God.
A blessing from the Lord. God be praised.
Myth number 2, it was a technological dark age. Greek and Roman technology is often credited with shaping civilization, but the Middle Ages saw a significant amount of technological advances too.
This is my boomstick!
The collapse of the Roman Empire took infrastructure and long-distance trading with it. As a result, there was a focus on self-reliance during the Middle Ages, which led to the development of farm implements such as plows and horseshoes, as well as watermills, windmills, and chimneys. Clockmakers debuted intricate designs, while boat technology equally flourished, making leaps in safety and design. It could be argued that without these nautical advances, the age of exploration, which took place between the 15th and 17th centuries, might not have occurred in quite the same way. Myth number 1, religion ruled everyone all the time.
Oh, don't grovel. One thing I can't stand is people groveling.
The church was far from all-powerful in the Middle Ages, as evidenced by critical religious writing of the time. Christianity actually suffered 2 major schisms during the Middle Ages, the Papal Schism and the East-West Schism.
A schism? Just try it.
The former was notable in that 3 men simultaneously claimed the title of Pope, while the East-West Schism represented a break between the Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox divisions. This chaos and confusion likely contributed to the complexities of religion during this time, while at the same time bawdy poetry and literature such as the aforementioned Canterbury Tales proved that sex and lowbrow humour were clearly on people's minds for entertainment, right alongside their views on faith.
Lovely.
So which of these myths did you believe? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo UK and subscribe for new videos every day.